Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a live manifestation masterclass from Coach Amit Kumar. We're going to take his powerful seminar and turn it into a super simple, actionable guide you can start using right away.
So, let's just jump right in with a story that's going to make you lean in. An attendee at this seminar shared this. He wrote 3 houses on his goal chart. Just 1 year later, he'd bought 3 plots of land. And the real kicker? He wasn't even in the real estate business. Wild, right?
Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like some kind of magic trick. But Amit Kumar insists it's not magic at all. It's a repeatable method, a skill that anyone can learn. So let's pull back the curtain and figure out what's really going on here.
To get things started, Amit actually turned the question to the audience. He asked, what is the law of attraction? And the answers that came back were probably ones you've heard before.
For a lot of people, it's all about what's going on in your subconscious mind. The idea that whatever we truly, deeply believe on the inside, well, that's what ends up shaping our world on the outside.
Others talked about it like a law of physics, just like gravity. The basic principle that whatever energy you're putting out into the universe, that's the exact same energy you're going to get back. Simple. And for most people, it really just boils down to your thoughts. Control your thoughts and you control your life. But here's the thing, that's not the whole story, not even close. This is where most people get it wrong.
And then, boom, Amit drops the biggest secret of all. He says thoughts, by themselves, are totally powerless. The real engine, the fuel that actually makes manifestation work, it's not the thought. It's the feeling you attach to that thought. That's everything.
Okay, so if feeling is the fuel, what's the first step? Where do we even begin? Well, it all starts with clarity. I'm talking about knowing exactly what you want with absolute, unshakable, zero doubt in your mind certainty.
Amit has this brilliant analogy. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You order the tandoori chicken, but it's taking a while. You get impatient, so you flag down the waiter and say, you know what, forget the chicken. Just get me the kadhai paneer, it's faster. Then 5 minutes later, you're starving, so you change it again. Actually, just bring me noodles. What happens? The universe, like a totally confused waiter, keeps throwing away your half-made order and starting from scratch. And that right there, that's why clarity is so critical. It's about deciding what you really, truly want, placing that single clear order, and then having the patience to let the kitchen do its work. You have to trust that it's being prepared for you, even when you can't see it happening.
All right, so you've placed your clear order with the universe. What's next? This brings us to step 2, unwavering faith. And this is the real test, especially when it feels like everything is going completely wrong. There's a classic story that explains this perfectly. So the story goes, a farmer's prized horse runs away. All his neighbors come over and say, oh, what terrible luck. A week later, the horse comes back, and it brings a dozen wild horses with it. Now the neighbors say, wow, what amazing luck. Then, the farmer's son tries to tame one of the horses, falls, and breaks his leg. Bad luck, they all cry. But a few days later, the army comes to town, forcing every able-bodied young man to join the war. But the son? He's spared, all because of his broken leg. So what's the big lesson here? It's that we are terrible judges of what's good or bad in the moment. True faith is about trusting the whole process. It's knowing that sometimes what feels like a major setback is actually a crucial piece of a bigger plan that's working in your favor. Okay, you've got clarity, you've got faith. You'd think that's it, right? Nope. There's one more piece to this puzzle, and frankly, it's the one most people get wrong. And that is taking action. See, so many people think manifestation is passive. It's like wishing. You write a goal down and just wait for it to happen. But that's not how it works. Real manifesting is an active sport. You don't just write, I want a new house. You go out and visit show homes. You feel what it's like to be there. You don't just ask for a promotion. You start taking on more responsibility to prove you deserve it. To really hammer this point home, Amit tells this absolutely hilarious story. A couple goes to a wise Baba for fertility pills. They take them for months, nothing happens. They go back, furious. The Baba listens to their complaint, nods, and then asks this one perfect question. I understand you were taking the pills, but were you also doing the activity? It's funny, but the lesson is so profound.
So the takeaway here is huge. Manifestation isn't a magic wand. It's a partnership. It's co-creation. You align your clarity, your faith, and your actions. The universe will do its part. It'll open doors, it'll show you opportunities. But it is always, always your job to get up and walk through them.
And this brings us to the final, and maybe the most powerful idea of all.
This ability to create your reality, it's not something you have to go out and find. It's not a secret you have to buy. It's a power you already have, and you're already using it every single day.
And this isn't just a nice theory. Throughout the seminar, people were sharing these mind-blowing stories of things they'd already created in their lives, sometimes without even realizing what they were doing. Getting a transfer to a city they wanted, landing the exact salary they'd written down, even getting an internship at the Ministry of Defense. The proof was right there in the room.
Then Amit asked them to just list their own best qualities and listen to what they said about themselves. My belief system is very strong. I am 1,000% committed to what I decide. Does that sound like someone who's powerless? No way. That is the energy of a creator. That's your energy.
So there you have it, the blueprint. It's simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Number 1, decide what you want with crystal clarity. Number 2, believe it's coming with unshakable faith. And number 3, take inspired action. You are already a powerful manifester. You're doing it all the time, whether you know it or not. So the only real question left is, what will you choose to create next?